From the DCU Center in Worcester, it's Massachusetts Pirates football. Tonight, the first-place Pirates face their toughest test in the Carolina Cobras. Hello again, everybody. I'm Mick Monninghoff, joined by J.J. Raderink, AFL quarterback. Glad you're with us on NESN tonight for a very important matchup. First place on the line, J.J. The Pirates trying to hold off the Cobras, a team they have not defeated in 2 chances this season.
They haven't, but both those games were in Carolina, one without the services of Sean Brackett, their starting quarterback for the Pirates. So getting back here to the comforts of the DCU Center at home, stretch end of the year, right, going into the playoffs, big opportunity.
We're going to see several statistical leaders on the field here tonight, but maybe none bigger than the Pirates' Bones Bagante. He is special.
He is very special, and evidenced by the fact that he's the league leader in all-purpose yards. Could see a lot of fireworks tonight from a lot of different guys, but the Pirates definitely need him to show up tonight.
Talk about fireworks. We'll see him and have a lot of storylines as this game unfolds as the Pirates take on the Cobras. We'll be back with the starting lineups in just a moment right here on NESN tonight.
Massachusetts Pirates football is brought to you by these fine sponsors.
Hey Pirates fans,
you want to watch the most electrifying,
the baddest football in town? Get your tickets at masspiratefootball.com or at the DCU Center box office.
Arr!
Are you plagued with pain? Feel uncomfortable doing normal everyday things? At Inbalance Chiropractic and Wellness, we strive to keep you in optimal health. Through the use of chiropractic care, massage therapy, and lifestyle therapy, our focus is on improving individual lives to become more active and vibrant. Your health is our #1 concern. We practice to help you reach your goals. Our specialty is keeping your body in balance.
You've dreamed and planned. Now you're ready to buy that home, to earn that degree, to take that trip, to build your business, to enjoy your golden years. And Cornerstone Bank will help you get there. We've built a strong foundation for your success. Let's build your future together. Cornerstone Bank, built on trust.
It's getting close to playoff time. We're gonna need all hands on deck. Shipmates, we need your support to come see me, Marty Gilliard, and the rest of my Pirate family chase this ring, baby, and bring another title back to Title Town.
Welcome back to the DCU Center as Carolina has won the toss. And they have elected to receive, so Ali Mortada will tee it up. He'll be kicking it away to Cedric Poole. Here is the opening kick from Ali Mortada. High end over end, looking for the deuce, and he's got it. And the Pirates lead it by a score of 2-0.
Such an interesting factor. We've talked about it all season long, but the fact that you can start with points right away when you're trying to give them the ball, really, it's got to be, I would imagine, as an offense that kind of messes with your psyche a little bit there. You're thinking you can get your team ahead right away. It's out of your hands, and all of a sudden you're down 2-0.
For Ali Mortada, that'll be his 12th deuce of the season. Tonight we will see arguably the top 2 kickers in the league in Mortada and also Craig Peterson, who's the kicker for the Cobras. 1st and 10, 5-yard line. Charles McCollum's the quarterback. A quick little toss, complete to Goodman, and he will be wrapped up right away. As in on the tackle is Nick Haig. Let's give you the starting lineup. You'll see Jordan Jolly and Tyrell Goodman as receivers, along with Philip Barnett. Charles McCollum, the quarterback. Ricky Dowdy is the fullback tonight. The center, Antonio Foster, Joe Harris, and Chad Columber are the linemen. 2nd down, and a quick little hitch up and away, incomplete.
Yeah, McCullum had a little issue with the snap there. When you're trying to get on timing, especially with those quick hitches to the outside, you really can't have that kind of issue coming right away there. So as you can see, he's trying to gain control of the ball sails high. And interesting here, Carolina's going to go to a no-huddle type look, really go up-tempo right away.
3rd and 7 at the 8-yard line. See what the Pirate defense will bring here. As McCollum, 1-step drop, quick toss, complete. It is a catch. Tuliao on the coverage. Barnett has the catch, and it's good enough for a first down.
Well, that's something that I've not really seen in the Arena League, and looks like Carolina's going to get to the line of scrimmage, do the same thing without a huddle here. Hopefully they can keep everyone on the same page for their sake, but Massachusetts is going to have to get their calls in quickly now defensively.
1st and 10, 18-yard line. McCollum throws it, fingertip catch on the far side. The ball is stripped, it's loose, and it looks like the Pirates have it. They do. The ball was caught by Jolly. He fumbled it. It was stripped away. And the Pirates have a turnover to start the game. Call it the 21-yard line. I believe it was Northington who came up with that fumble recovery. Also in on the play was B.J. McBride. So now the Pirates take over 1st and 10. 21-yard line. A yard away from the red zone as Gilliard comes wide to the near side along with Levon Pearson. Devin Brown in motion. Brackett with a 4-step drop. Comes to the near side. Pearson complete to the 15, down to the 10-yard line. No whistle. He's going to go in the end zone. Was he out of bounds? There's a touchdown signal. They say yes, he was not touched. It's a touchdown. I don't know how he came down the boards and got away from the tackler.
Yeah, it looked like he slipped away. The defensive back, Walton, is saying that he pushed Pearson up against the wall there around the 6 or 7 yard line. And he's pleading his case, but I've yet to see a challenge flag. And I think head coach Billy Black is looking here, should he actually call this and throw the challenge flag?
Well, Mortada's on for the extra point. There is no challenge flag. The touchdown's going to stand. I thought he was out. So here's Mortada. And now we have a timeout. The challenge flag does come out. I thought it had to.
Yeah, early on, especially on the road there, you have the deuce to start the game, then you have a fumble, and right away they run one play on a hitch and score. You definitely want to take a look at that. That is not the way that you'd want to start a game. So you want to try and put a stop to that as soon as you can.
Our referee tonight is Tony Marsala.
Carolina is challenging the play that the receiver had contacted and touched the wall prior to scoring a touchdown.
Was it the fact that you mentioned Ken Walton, maybe he just didn't shove him hard enough into the wall?
It could have been. It looked close.
Here comes the call from Tony Marsala.
I believe this ball is going to be moved and it will not be a touchdown.
You are correct. And that's kind of the way I saw it too.
After further review, the receiver was contacted out of bounds at the 11-yard line. We have a holding penalty, Carolina, on the defense. That penalty will be assessed half the distance. Ball will be placed at the 5.5-yard line, first down.
So multiple things in play there. Not only was he down, there's also a holding penalty that we didn't see. And so that's going to push the ball now to the 6-yard line, but still really good opportunity and a great start for the Pirates.
So 1st and goal at the 6 for the Pirates. Brackett's under center. Gilliard goes in motion. Quick toss to the end zone. That ball was tipped and it falls incomplete.
It's a quick hitter play. It's an unconventional motion for the indoor game as you're going parallel with the line of scrimmage. And normally you see where the receivers are running at the line of scrimmage, but with that one, he just tries to get Gilliard across. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to confuse the backside corner and the safety there. There should be a nice little window for a quick hitch. Good thing that Carolina knocked it down, otherwise that would have been a touchdown.
Brown, Gilliard, and Pearson are the receivers. Deshaun Johnson's the fullback. Here's a handoff to Marty Gilliard. Has the big fullback in front of him. He got down to about the 2-yard line before he's finally derailed. That was Darnell Thompson coming in on a hit.
Yeah, and that was a pretty big hit there, and that's what will happen if you use the receivers in the run game down here. Thought that was interesting the way Gilliard put his left hand. They always say follow your lead blocker. The fullback, Deshaun Johnson, was leading him around that right side. He literally was following him with his hand right on his back. They always tell you to run up the back of that guy. He made sure he did so.
Thomas Claiborne's the center. Mitch Bell and Cornelius Lewis, the offensive lineman, to start the game. Gilliard comes in motion. Flag coming from the end zone, and we have a call. Delay a game on the offense. It'll be 5 yards. Back them up 5. It'll be 3rd and goal at the 8.
A lot of people don't like to see the penalties, and certainly you don't like to see it as a fan or even as a coach. But down here in the green zone, as they say, really when you get inside the 10, it's okay. You can work now a little bit more. When you're at the 2, 2.5, 3 yard line, not as much room to work. Now you've actually got a little bit of space, and the playbook becomes a little bit more open.
Well, you do see Darnell Thompson, Anthony Ellis, Omari Manhertz, and Tony Pulu also up front. And they jumped off, unless they were pulled off, but it looked like they jumped off. I think they're going to get the 5 yards back.
Yeah, I think they're going to get it back. And now do you go back to your original play that you just had on 3rd and goal?
Offsides, 44 on the defense. It's a 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
So Anthony Ellis, the guilty party, sets up 3rd and goal back at the 4-yard line. Cedric Poole, Ken Walton, Michael Green in the secondary for the Cobras. 9:44, 2-0 Pirates. Knocking on the door, quick toss, caught, touchdown! And who else? Bones Bagante. For Bagante, his 14th touchdown of the season. He comes off the bench. Touchdown pass number 65 for Sean Brackett. 8-0 Pirates with 9:20 to play here in the first quarter.
They went back to the same concept with a different motion. They ran what most people call the fly motion, where you bring the backside receiver down towards the line of scrimmage, then bring him laterally, whereas before they went just laterally, but still tried to get that quick hitter right in there to Bagante before the backside corner and the safety could get in.
Might get a drop kick here from Ali Mortada, going for 2. Here's his kick. It is good. Drop kick, Ali Mortada for 2. That's his first one this season.
Well, that's the first one. That's exciting and unbelievable here. The start for the Pirates to get on 10-0. Ali Mortada, 4 points right away. You could not ask for a better start if you're a Massachusetts Pirate fan.
Cedric Poole is deep. The Pirates lead it by a score of 10-0. And here is Ali Mortada. He's going for it again. It's got the distance. No good. It'll come out to the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 on a touchback.
Yeah, it's sometimes you have the tendency to really ride that wave of momentum, but probably a good idea right there. Your defense just made a big play. Your offense was able to convert down there nicely, and your kicker's really done a nice job so far. So I don't think anyone could blame Coach Ishmael for taking a shot there to try and make it 12-0 already. But it'll stay 10, and great start again for the Pirates.
Pirates now are a plus 11 in turnover takeaway margin this season after that opening fumble recovery. Here's a quick look. It is complete to Jolly, and Jolly upended across the 20 down to the 19-yard line. Northington in on the stop.
Well, Charles McCollum, obviously one of the league-leading quarterbacks, and does a nice job. You can see right there, really has a good feel for the game as he does one step, that quick hitch. It's tough when you're a defensive line. You get frustrated when a guy can get the ball out that quickly and get 11 yards with just a one-step drop.
1st and 10 at the 19. Jolly goes in motion, looking his way, sits down in the middle, makes the catch at the 10-yard line. And he's wrapped up by Northington.
Really interesting, Carolina going back to the no huddle. Different reasons for doing this. Sometimes you want to keep the crowd out of it. You really want to keep the defense off balance and maybe even get to simpler calls where they almost just have to run just man.
Barnett goes in motion on 1st and goal and trying to get away, and going down in a heap is McCollum. Sam Montgomery making the tackle at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Talking to Coach Ishmael, he told me that McCollum really is very similar to Michael Vick as far as his ability to escape the pocket and make plays with his feet. So a great job by Montgomery, not really overcommitting, getting too far upfield, and keeping McCollum kind of in his line of sight and in his grasp there, and then makes a nice tackle before he could get loose.
It is a tackle for a loss. -1. McCollum, two-step drop. Now forced out again. Throws it away. Incomplete. Third down coming up. Well, the Pirates already have one stop tonight. Let's see if they can come up with another one, JJ.
That would be big for him.
Pirates lead it by a score of 10-0. 6:42 on the clock, opening quarter. Bones Bagante with the first touchdown catch tonight. McCollum looking at a 3rd and goal at the 10-yard line. It is Goodman in motion. Goodman sets down in the middle of the field, and the quarterback slips and falls. There is a flag on the field. Nick Haig would come up with a quarterback sack if the play stands.
Yeah, the offensive line for Carolina indicating that it was an illegal twist. Let's see if they're correct.
Illegal defense, Massachusetts, number 47. Penalty will be half the distance to the goal, first down.
Half the distance to the goal, first down. Will be 1st and goal at about the 5-yard line. Goodman's the wide on the far side. Barnett and Jolly on the near side. Now 3 wides will be on the right. Here's a toss, complete to Goodman. He does not turn the corner. He was tripped up by Northington, and Tullio finished him off.
Really good tackle by Northington there in the open field. I was looking at the blocks from the 2 wide receivers out here, and it looked like Goodman was going to have a pretty easy track to the end zone there. Northington was able to slip through the block there and get just enough of the ankle to bring him down.
It is about a 3-yard gain. 2nd and goal at the 2. 3 wides on the left. Handoff to fullback, and Ricky Dowdy stood up. Could be a face mask here, as it was McBride, I think, got his hand under the running back's chin. And that's what it looks like from here.
I think you're correct. I think that's going to be the call. That was kind of unfortunate. As a defensive line, you're just worried about stopping them. You can't really control where the hands go in that situation.
Face mask, 92 on the defense. Penalty is half the distance to the goal, first down.
I was just about to say the Pirates have done a great job all year of stopping the run, and you see it's, if you can, you got to keep the hands down. Yeah, I understand that you're going in there. That's certainly not his intent to grab him by the face mask, but you got to keep the hands at a little bit lower level there and not even take that chance.
1st and goal at the 2. McCollum thinks about throwing now, has a man wide open, caught for a touchdown. That is Barnett. There is a flag at the 4-yard line.
Illegal defense, Massachusetts. Both the Mike and the Jack blitzed. Penalty is declined, touchdown.
So the illegal defense declined. Touchdown pass goes to Barnett. 5:10 on the clock. Here comes the extra point from Peterson. Placement down. Kick on the way. This one is no good. And the score remains 10-6. Massachusetts Pirates with 5:04 to play here in the first. The Pirates started the night 9-4, first place. 1 game back. The Cobras. And this kick goes high and wide. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for Sean Bracken and company. Brown comes to the near side with Gilliard against the wall. Now Brown goes in motion to the far side. Brackett drops back with time, steps up in a pocket, comes down the middle, complete. Gilliard makes the catch, gets away to the 10, to the 5, touchdown! Marty Gilliard into the end zone. And the Pirates score again for Gilliard. Touchdown catch number 15 on the year.
This one-play drive is going to stand. Good job by Sean Brackett. We talked about it all year, how as athletic as he is, you see him step up here. He could run. He could tuck and run, but he keeps the ball in a good position. He's still looking downfield. He had 2, really, but he gives it to Gilliard. Gilliard's so dynamic with the ball, makes a nice move, gets in the end zone there. Just really impressive, and I think we're going to get to see another drop kick opportunity.
There's no holder, so that's what it looks like. Mortada, drop kick. I think that is low and away. It is no good. But with 3 minutes and 44 seconds to play here in the first, it's the Pirates with a 16-6 advantage over the Carolina Cobras.
Just a great start, really. Brackett, I'm really impressed how So many quarterbacks are ready to run. He keeps everything up there, and Gilliard with a nice spin move. And folks around the Cincinnati area, if they watched him play college ball locally, have seen him do that a time or two. And I think Pirate fans are going to be in for many years of that if he can stay healthy.
Here's Ali Mortada's kick. Poole is deep. He's going for the deuce again. This is going to be short and just into the first row. Poole will not have a chance to bring it out. It'll be 1st and 10, 20-yard line with 3:39 to play in the first for Carolina as they trail by a score of 16-6.
And the fast start, the effective start for Massachusetts, they even had an opportunity, really. They had the Cobras at 3rd and goal from the 10. If you don't have that illegal defense, who knows what could have done. Maybe they could have even stopped them 2 drives in a row. But you can't do the what-ifs at this point.
Nope. 1st and 10, 20-yard line. Charles McCollum's the quarterback. Guerra goes in motion. Little hitch. Complete across the 25 to the 24-yard line. Northington on the stop.
Yeah, Lamont Bryant, good job there. McCollum takes this one step for the hitch. And you see Lamont Bryant, he's close. McCollum better not flirt with that too often tonight. If Bryant can undercut one of those, knock one down, or possibly pick one off.
24-yard line whistle, and a flag comes out. So looks like false start on the offense.
Prior to snap, false start, 72 on the offense. It's a 5-yard
So
penalty.
2nd and 4
Second down.
Get expanded now to 2nd and 9. Going to put it down at the 21-yard line.
This game has a good feel. This has a lot of energy throughout the building tonight.
It does.
You can just feel it. The fans were here early. They were excited. This is really exciting for everyone as playoff football starts.
B.J. McBride over the nose, trying to get to McCollum. McCollum steps up, flag on the play, throws underneath, complete. Barnett makes the catch at the 5-yard line. Tuliao made the tackle, but there is a flag back in the backfield.
It's a 10-yard penalty. Second down.
Holding.
It's tough to bring a defensive lineman down or have him laying as flat as he was, so I think you're going to see here. Yeah, Nick Hague actually was one who, that might have been where the infraction came from. But B.J. McBride, the nose guard there, looked like he kind of had some assistance to the ground there. And I think that's really where the holding call took place.
2nd and 19 back at the 11-yard line. Guerrera goes in motion. McCollum has all kind of time. Now goes for Guerrera. Could not make a leaping catch. And he is upended, incomplete. Tuliao defending on the play.
It's interesting. I'm watching the Carolina receivers come off the line of scrimmage. Not a whole lot of urgency if they're not in high motion. McCollum gets good protection here. Just a little bit late. You don't want to be late on these throws. You send your receivers into the wall because they know it's coming.
Now, who gets the pass broken up, the wall or Tuliao?
Now, if the wall kept stats, I'd be curious to see all of its assistants.
3rd and 19 at the 11. Guerrera goes in motion, looking his way. Almost intercepted Guerrera with a nice leaping catch at the 24-yard line. Northington went up with the receiver, but Guerrera wins the battle.
Yeah, the probably the staple route in the Arena League, the sail route, the combination of an out with a corner. Guerrera runs a nice one there, deep one. You have to on 3rd and 19, and Northington awfully close. DBs are taught to undercut that. He was close to knocking it down.
Looking for a 4th down stop of the Pirates on 4th and 4. Deep toss to the end zone, in and out of the hands of Jordan Jolly, incomplete, and the Pirates have held. He should have had it.
He really should have. He's going to see it. I don't know if Northington got a hand on it, but so many teams like to do this defensively. They usually call this press coverage or blackout because what you do on 4th down is you come up there, it's man-to-man. Another good opportunity for Massachusetts after a big stop.
Stop number 2 for the Pirates. Looks like they'll let the clock wind down. Well, they'll have to get one play off with 46 seconds to go here in the first. 1st and 10, 24-yard line for Sean Brackett. He's already thrown a couple of touchdown passes tonight. Now Pearson goes in high motion on the right. Brackett looking down the middle, looking for Pearson. He's open, caught, touchdown! He beat Poole to the end zone. And another touchdown for Pearson, number 17 on the season.
We've really got to see the maturation process for Pearson as he developed. I think back to the main game where they had him running just go routes, but now you see him come backside with the motion, sets up the defensive back, really gets himself to the middle of the field to give a two-way go, whether a post or a corner, and doesn't lose any speed as he takes that post route. Good job, good protection against a good defensive line, and a very nice ball by Sean Brackett. That's 2 drives now with 1 play, and almost, if we didn't have the reversal, all 3 of their drives would have been 1 play, one-hitter quitters, as they like to say.
You got it, and it looks like Mortada going to try for his 3rd 2-point drop kick of the night. It's the last play coming up here in the quarter. And Mortada's drop kick goes awry, but there is a flag, so let's just hold on before we toss a break. Pirates lead it by a score 22-6.
78 on the offense. That penalty's declined. Try is no good.
Holding, decline, the kick is no good. So we have played the first quarter. The Massachusetts Pirates with a 22-6 lead over the Carolina Cobras. You're watching the Mass Pirates on NESN and listening on 98.9 Nash Icon.
Hey, Pirates fans.
You want to watch the most electrifying,
The baddest football in town. Get your tickets at masspiratefootball.com or at the DCU Center box office.
Arr!
Thirsty is a state of mind, a passion. Thirsty is taking the lead, a will to challenge the world. But first, challenge yourself. Defy your will. Defy your thirst. V1.
Close to playoff time. We're gonna need all hands on deck. Shipmates, we need your support to come see me, Marty Gilliard, and the rest of my Pirate family chase this ring, baby, and bring another title back to Title Town.
Welcome back for the second quarter of action. Nick Moninghoff and J.J. Raderink with you on NESN tonight as the Massachusetts Pirates lead by a score of 22-6. What a fast start.
What a fast start. What a great start for Massachusetts. Carolina obviously is 8-4 for a reason, so certainly far from over.
Mortada going deep. Won't get a deuce here, but no return by Guerreras into the seats. It'll be 1st and 10 on the touchback at the 20-yard line.
Well, I think one of the things that you have to attribute the success for the defensive line for Massachusetts has done a nice job of containing McCollum. Sometimes you have a tendency to get over-aggressive because you really want to get to a guy who's athletic and can scramble like that, but we've seen already a few times there in the first quarter where they did a nice job of not over-pursuing and keeping him from really getting loose and giving him too much space.
Jordan Jolly against the wall on the left. Guerrera's on the right. High motion by Barnett. They go outside to Guerrera, makes the catch. Northington hit him once and now shoves him out of bounds, but it'll be very close to the first down marker.
Be watching, I think, as the game progresses, especially on first down, this front side end, if he sees this one step and he can get his hand up there, he can really cause some disruptions, get him in 2nd and 10, or possibly get a deflection for the Pirates.
Jolly comes in high motion. And a flag right away.
I think he's going to call him for offsides. They've done that a couple times. Well, they've snapped it where the high motion guy's been
high motion,
just
man,
too far
offsides. 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Will be a first down.
Remember, we were talking about Coach Ishmael's wish list that he wanted to get to the referees of things for them to pay attention to. The high motion guy being a little too far, too lenient for being offsides was one of those many.
Yeah, Coach Ishmael, really, I got to say, really working the officials in a nice way before the ball game tonight.
Absolutely.
You want to be looking for this, you want to be looking for that, and it's going to back him up to the 20-yard line.
He and Bones Bagante certainly have that political future just waiting for them after football.
First and 20, back at the 20-yard line. McCollum back to throw. Guerrero underneath to the 25, makes the catch, upended at the 21-yard line as it was Cheatham Norrells who made the tackle.
That's okay as a defense. A lot of people see a 9-yard gain on just a quick hitch, but you still have them in second and long. So really not the worst thing. And here Carolina goes again, no huddle.
Second and 11 at the 21. Guerrero's in motion. There he makes the catch at the 15 and gets 3 more yards after the catch, as it was Lamont Bryant on the stop.
Yeah, Lamont Bryant, really a natural wide receiver, but kind of coming into his own in the jack linebacker position. He's got the size to alter some throws and make some plays. Now we see him really getting in on the tackling aspect of it.
3rd and 3 at the 13. Pirates looking for another stop. That ball is tipped. It is deflected, and it falls incomplete. J.D. Griggs got a hand on the football, and it was almost picked off by Bryant.
Well, I owe J.D. Griggs for getting his hand up on those quick ones there from the front side defensive line position. But these experienced defensive linemen, they see this, and if they can just kind of read the quarterback and you see that quick drop and then he loads to throw, even with the quick release, you can really cause some havoc by just getting your hands up.
4th and 3 at the 13-yard line. Barnett goes in motion, flag on the play, timeout taken by Coach Ishmael and the Pirates with 12:33 on the clock here in our first half. They have their play. McCollum's under center. Guerrero's on the near side. Barnett, motion far side. Barnett makes the catch, and he gets to about the 7-yard line. They're going to say that is good enough for the first down, so it was actually shorter than 3 yards. So on 1st and 10, here's a quick toss, and into the end zone goes Guerrero for the touchdown.
Good job blocking by the wide receivers for Carolina. And we haven't seen McCollum take even a 3-step drop, really. Again, here he just throws the quick bubble, and he gets some good blocking out there, does Guerrero. Able to make a nice run to get in the end zone. But my guess is McCollum realizes that with the defensive line of Massachusetts, he's got to get the ball in and out pretty quickly, and so far they've done a nice job of doing that.
Here is Peterson, who's already missed an extra point tonight. Kick on the way, hit the upright, bounced. Did it go through? It did go through, so it is good. From this angle, I wasn't sure if it glanced off or if it curled around the corner, but they say it went through the upright. 11:14 on the clock. They just scored. It's 22-13. How critical do you feel it is to come back and answer at this juncture?
I think a lot of the possessions are critical, but this one would be, if you want to say less critical than the others, you could say that just because you do have some momentum. You want to keep riding that, but you do get the ball coming out at halftime.
True.
So it's not going to be a backbreaker if you don't. And so you always want to keep everything riding there, but it won't be the worst thing in the world.
Peterson's kick has a lot on it. Wow, straight and true. That would have been good from 68 yards. There's his deuce on the kick. It's now 22-15. Thomas Claiborne, the center, brings him up on 1st and 13, back at the 2. Brown's in motion once again. Brackett retreats to the end zone, has to get rid of it. It does. Gilliard makes the catch at the 5. Up to the 10 is Marty Gilliard. It was Antoine Hadley on the tackle.
There was a lot of mix-up there. Brown got knocked off his track there in high motion, and really there was a lot of there was a big mess over there with all the wide receivers. So good job by Sean, especially in your own end zone, Carolina's defense leads the league in sacks with 35, and you see that right there as they get close to getting a safety.
The offensive line of the Pirates has given up the least amount of sacks, only 9 this year. Gillard in motion once again, comes inside and goes down the middle of the seam, and diving catch by Brown across the 20-yard line to the 21 for a first down as Green made the stop.
Good read by Sean Brackett as the backside corner had fallen off, and he was chasing Marty Gillard, who it looks like he's open down the middle, but you see he's not even in the picture, and a good job by Brown going down to make that catch.
Palmer, who started as a linebacker, now moves up as an end. He's out there with Pulu and Manhertz. That's the front 3 for the Cobras, and here they come. Brackett wants to throw. Picked off. It is Green at the 20. Green to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, 5. Touchdown! That is Michael Green with a touchdown interception. That is his 5th interception of the season. This one goes for 6.
Getting back to your question before the drive, the not scoring, not imperative, but turning the ball over, that you certainly don't want to do. And good protection. Sean just tries to get in the dig route. Really good job by Green. You're taught as a defensive back to try and undercut in the arena game as many as you can, and he reads this one, really drives nicely on it, and then makes a nice run back to the end zone here, and now gives the Carolina Cobras an opportunity to tie this up.
Peterson on for the extra point as his team is down by 1 and no longer. This one is good. Well, don't look now, but if you get a deuce here out of Craig Peterson, they got the lead. Here he comes. Low line drive kick. It hits the wall. Bagante picks it up. He's got to bring it out. Bagante is to the 5, to the 10, and tripped up. Up to about the 13-yard line goes Bones Bagante. 1st and 10, 13-yard line. 7:32 on the clock. 22-22 all. Bagante comes in motion. It's on the near side. They're looking his way. Down the middle, incomplete. There was some contact. Bagante wanted a flag on Hadley, but no call.
Well, Brackett was thinking that Bagante was going to kind of go over the top and keep that in the middle of the field, and I think kind of towards the tail end of that route, when Bagante got to the top part, he wanted to go across more like a dig route. When you're not on the same page with those types of things, you know, that can happen. Luckily, Brackett got enough on it where it just falls incomplete.
So 2nd down, 10 yards to go at the 13-yard line. Bagante stays on. He'll be in high motion once again. Now 3 wides on the right. With time, Brackett scrambles, comes underneath. Complete to Pearson. He's at the 20, still going to the 15, to about the 14-yard line. So Pearson, more or less the trail receiver, tackled by Green, but it's good enough for a first down.
Good job by Brackett. This is good coverage by Carolina. He just moves in the pocket, keeps the ball in a nice position, and normally you tell a guy careful about throwing it back across the field, but all the defensive backs had fallen back. Pearson does a good job of giving himself a spot on the wall, and Sean does a nice job of finding him.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. It went for 22 yards. The blocking fullback is Johnson. Here's a quick toss, complete. That is Bagante, makes the catch inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line.
Good read by Sean Brackett. They had Gilliard, who was given a little shake at the top and trying to go on a skinny post, but the backside defensive back was going to fall back into that coverage. So just take the easy throw, take the check down, and get yourself in a nice 2nd and easily manageable position.
2nd and 3. They put it at the 8 after the catch by Bagante. Scoreboard down to 5:23 and the clock moving. Pearson, slot left. Gilliard, far left. Bagante, motion left. Handoff straight forward to the fullback, and Johnson's down to about the 6.
Good fake there by Brackett. I thought he still had the ball. That was a nice inside handoff. And Deshaun Johnson can be very effective, as we've seen before, with the ball, and kind of nice to see the Pirates trying to integrate that a little bit more into the offense, and you kind of want to do that as you go into the playoffs. Give teams a little bit more to think about in preparation for the games.
They moved it back to the 7. It'll be 3rd and 2. Brackett gets Pearson to come a little closer to the line. Bagante goes in motion to the left. Brackett's looking left, still looking. Now it's across the middle. Caught. Touchdown. Marty Gilliard sliding catch in the back of the end zone, and the Pirates score with 4:23 on the clock in the first half.
Illegal defense. Carolina.
Illegal defense will be declined. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Well, you were asking about, again, the importance of the drives. This one's really important just for Sean Brackett. And stays in there, hangs in there, has good protection, and really good anticipation to find Gilliard in the back of the end zone. Gilliard caught it a time or two, but he's only going to get credit for one touchdown. But really big for a quarterback after you throw an interception, especially one that gets returned for a touchdown, to come back, have a nice, efficient drive, make some good throws, make some plays like that, get your team in the end zone.
Darren Thomas is on to hold. They're waiting for McBride to get in on special teams. It's his first game with the Pirates. Placement down, kick on the way. This one, well, looked good from here, but whistles. No signal.
Holding, 76 on the defense.
Holding
That's a 10-yard penalty. Replay the try.
I think they're going to call it on
the offense? He said defense, but he pointed toward the Pirates.
Yeah, I think there was holding on the left side of the line. I'm not sure who it was, but I did see a white jersey that has been pulled down to the ground rather abruptly.
Okay.
So they'll move it back here 5 yards.
Well, that answers the question. Yes, it did go through. Otherwise, they would have declined it.
Actually, this is going to be a 10-yard penalty, as most holdings are.
Okay. So we'll spot it at the 13. It'll be placed back at the 20. It becomes a 28-yard extra point for Ali Mortada. Darren Thomas is the holder. Placement, juggled, it's down, kick on the way. This one is no good. So no good on the PAT. And the score remains 28-22 Massachusetts Pirates as we have 3:11 to play here in our first half. Mortada, line drive kick. Poole will watch it bounce. He's taking it 8 yards deep. Pulls out to the 5, to the 10. Hit and going down. Forward progress up to about the 12-yard line for Cedric Poole.
Lamont Bryant in perfect position coming down from the outside there. And we talked about him getting a little bit more involved in the physical part as far as a defensive player. Normally, a very good receiver. Makes a nice tackle there on a kickoff.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Carolina at the 12-yard line. Well, McCollum's had a good night. Hasn't been a great night, but it's been a good night. Got a couple of touchdown passes. Guerrera has one. Barnett. Well, that ball tipped. Oh, it fell. Incomplete. Jolly, the intended receiver, went off his hands. Then it might have been touched by Bryant, and Keontae Northington almost picked it off.
Griggs gets his hand up from the front side of the defensive line. Maybe altered that throw just a little bit as McCollum again on first down just tries to take that one-step hitch.
2nd and 10, 12-yard line. Clock approaching 2 minutes. Here's another one-step drop, complete. Barnett makes the catch across the 20 up to the 24-yard line. Oh, that's Jolly, I beg your pardon. So Jolly made the catch. It's good enough for a first down. Right at midfield, call it. 1st and 10, 25-yard line. Clock at 1:46 and moving. Goodman goes in motion. McCollum, pump fake, now throws it away. He ran out of time.
He did, and you knew eventually they've been setting him up And sometimes you set up with these one-step hitches and those quick hitters to kind of get the defensive line to try and take away those. And so they won't rush as hard because they call what a spy, where they try and get their hands up and spy knocking it down. So it buys a little more time on a double move or a little bit longer developing route.
Jolly in high motion, but the toss goes to the far side, complete. And Barnett has the catch before Khalid Wooten makes the tackle. And we have reached the 1 minute mark, so the clock will stop for our 1 minute timeout. And from here on out, clock stops, just like the outdoor game. Looking at a 3rd down and 5 to go for Carolina on the Pirates' 20-yard line. Nick Hague looking to shoot a gap. McCollum wants to throw to the end zone. Caught for a touchdown by Jordan Jolly. That time he hung on. He dropped one earlier tonight.
Hold on, we do have a flag.
Okay. Little finger point going on. Tony Marsala.
Illegal defense, twist, number 75 on the defense. Penalty is declined.
Defense is declined. It's a touchdown.
McCollum, this is a good job. Just a quick drop, but good anticipation. And you see where he puts the ball there. Only the spot where his receiver can really make that catch. We talk about how the defensive backs are taught to undercut things, so the veteran quarterbacks, you'll see them put just enough air and really kind of put things over the top of the DBs. McCollum does a nice job there of doing that. Now Carolina has a chance to take a 1-point lead.
It'll be their first lead of the night if they get it done. Peterson on for the extra point. Jolly is the holder. Placement down. Here's the kick. This one is straight and true. And for the first time tonight, Carolina takes the lead at 29-28 as we have 55 seconds to play here in our first half.
Don't forget the Uno.
There is an Uno in play as well. The ball has to be returned. If you're tackled in the end zone with the ball, 1 point. Up kick is on the way, and that one is no good. Touchback. Coming out to the 20-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line with 55 seconds to play.
And you look at that, and now onside kicks, usually if you don't recover them, the receiving team will get it between the 10 and the 15. So really, you're only talking between 15 and 20 yards by going for the deuce and not getting it.
Right.
So just all the different ways to approach it with those new kicking rules, really interesting. Makes it for the coaches probably to have some sleepless nights, I would imagine, thinking about the different scenarios.
I would think. Regardless, the Pirates trail by 1, and Sean Brackett goes back to work. Gilliard catches across the 25 to the 20-yard line. They're going to mark him right at the 21. Walton was in on the coverage. Gilliard's had a nice first half.
He has, and we've seen him throughout the season. He and Sean Brackett, I always see them warming up before the games together. They seem to have developed a nice rapport and chemistry as the season's gone on.
49 seconds, and we have whistles. Offensive coordinator Sean Payton out on the field for the Pirates.
I'm sure he appreciates the compliment. I believe that's Anthony Payton.
That's what I meant. Did I say Sean Payton?
Yeah, but that's if I was compared to Sean Payton as a play caller, I would feel pretty good about that.
There you go. Sorry about that, Anthony.
Oh no, we'll tell him, and he'll be very happy.
I think he'd say to me, "Where's my pay increase?"
Yeah. And if we brought Sean Payton in here, he'd ask why he's only got 8 guys on the field.
That's true.
They're going to move it back. Now it's going to be 2nd and short.
So it turns into 2nd and 1 at the 21-yard line, and it is Brackett back to throw to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Devin Brown. with another touchdown catch. That is his 21st of the season.
Great route by Devin Brown, the speedster, really using his strengths where he comes in the backside motion here and really sells that he's going to go across to the post. Good anticipation by Brackett, but Devin Brown is so explosive that you just don't know when you're in open space, and he's so quick in and out of his breaks. For him to give the defensive back the look like he's going to go across the field on a post and to snap it that quickly back to the corner and leave that much space on a smaller field, just a fantastic route. Now, instead of a kick or a drop kick for two, we're going to see the Pirates just actually go for 2 points.
Going for a 2-point conversion. Brackett sends Gilliard in motion this time. Throws to Gilliard, catches at the 5, head down, not going to get in. And the 2-point conversion goes for naught. So we have 42 seconds left in the first half. The Pirates now lead it by the count of 34-29. Ali Mortada already has a deuce tonight. See if they elect to try one here. Got a lot on it. It's going to be short of the goalpost, or actually a little wide right. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
If you're the Pirates, you know you've got the ball coming out, so you're okay. You've got some freedom to choose what you want there. They also know the Carolina offense can be awfully explosive, so even if there is a score, you go for the deuce, you give them just 30 yards, you're still going to probably leave yourself some time to try and get one more possession and steal one more before halftime.
1st and 10, 20-yard line. 42 seconds on the clock. Philip Barnett goes in motion. Far side, single coverage on him. Underneath route, caught. Jolly stood up, and Northington drives him back. They'll mark his progress at the 20-yard line. It's going to be very close to the first down. I think they'll move the sticks. Will they? Timeout taken by the Cobras.
36 seconds on the game clock, please. Thank you.
They're going to mark it just shy of the first down marker. Goodman in motion. McCollum looking his way, complete at the 6-yard line, where Northington knocks him out of bounds.
Well, we say that, now they have 31 seconds to go 6 yards, which easily could be one play. It's always interesting for me to see how coaches play this last minute and how they try and gain possessions or make sure that the other team just doesn't have the opportunities.
31 on the clock. They're not going to hand off to the fullback. McCollum sees the pocket breaking down, throws, caught, touchdown, Goodman.
We do have a flag.
And some acrobatics by Goodman as well.
If I ever felt inferior of an athlete or a dancer, I just watched the
Carter pass
celebrations.
being thrown, holding 23 on the defense.
Holding on Cheatham Laurels, decline. The result of the play is a touchdown. As Carolina's back on top by a point, 35-34, looking for one more. Here's the kick by Peterson, and this one is good. 25 seconds to play first half. You know, the last time these two teams met, 72-65. We're on that same kind of pace here tonight, JJ.
I think we were anticipating that. Everyone's getting their money's worth for sure tonight.
Well, here is Craig Peterson. Bones Bagante is got his back up against the wall in the end zone. And here is the kick. It's a line drive kick. It's going to bounce. Bagante at the 5-yard line, full head of steam to the 15, caught and going down. That could have been a late hit. No flag. So Bagante gets a 10-yard return out to the 15. Sean Brackett has 20 seconds to work with. Back to throw. It might have been tipped, and it's knocked down incomplete. Green got a hand on it. The intended receiver was Bones Bagante, but the way that ball came out, I think somebody got a hand on it.
I'm not sure if someone got a hand on the ball or maybe Sean's arm, or sometimes you lose the grip a little bit, you lose the handle, but certainly not one of the better ones. Bagante had had a decent route. Green had pretty good coverage there. I think they were fortunate that it was just a knockaway. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like from the backside there, he might have been, I think Sean had some assistance from the back. Made that ball go a little errant.
2nd and 10. Quick toss. Gilliard makes the catch, goes out of bounds, stops the clock wisely up to about the 16-yard line. So really, they're going to give him a yard, maybe. I call it a gain of a yard.
Massachusetts doesn't have to take an unnecessary shot at the end zone here. They get the ball coming out, play this safe. I think you're going to see Carolina drop into at least a 2-deep zone coverage. So you want to take what they give them. Don't give them any sort of momentum or just throw a 50-50 ball at this point. Would be my advice to Sean.
Brackett wants Pearson to go in high motion. Levon Pearson, who stands at 6'6". They try to throw up for a jump ball. They try to throw it his way. It's underthrown, intercepted. Back at the 5-yard line. That is Green with another pick. Green still going, 25 to the 20. Horn sounds. He's finally upended at the 5-yard line. What a return from the 5 to the 5, and now a flag comes out. So let's just hold on.
After the play, we have unsportsmanlike foul, Carolina. That penalty will be assessed on the succeeding spot after the kickoff.
So we have reached the end of the first half as the Carolina Cobras lead at halftime by a score of 36-34. You're watching the Mass Pirates on NESN and listening on 98.9 Nash Icon.
Massachusetts Pirates football is brought to you by these fine sponsors. Arena football is back. The Massachusetts Pirates have kicked off their inaugural season and tickets are on sale now. Come tailgate with the Pirates and enjoy great music, great food, and fun for the entire family. Then watch all the high-scoring, hard-hitting action and meet your favorite players after the game. Home games are played at the DCU Center in Worcester. Single-game tickets start as low as $10. To get game schedules, more info, and your ticket to summertime pro football, log on to masspiretsfootball.com today.
You've dreamed and planned. Now you're ready to buy that home, to earn that degree, to take that trip, to build your business, to enjoy your golden years. And Cornerstone Bank will help you get there. We've built a strong foundation for your success. Let's build your future together. Cornerstone Bank, built on trust.
Thirsty is a state of mind, a passion. Thirsty is taking the lead, a will to challenge the world. But first, challenge yourself. Defy your world. Defy your thirst. V1.
Welcome back to the DCU Center. We are at halftime with the Carolina Cobras leading the Pirates by the score of 36-34. Mick Mollinghoff and J.J. Raderink with you here at the break. And J.J., the Pirates, not a bad first half. The game unfolding the way we thought it would, and it all started with Ali Mortada coming up with a deuce to get things underway.
Yeah, the Pirates, we talked about how they usually are slow starters. Ali gets them going here, makes a great kick, gets the thing going even without the ball. They get two. Then Sean Brackett here, nice quick release as he gets this quick one into Bagante, gets them going, starts the lead there for Massachusetts, really got them going. And then we see Ali has the drop kick here, the tribute to Doug Flutie, and a nice job as different ways to score there. And the Pirates kept that momentum as here Sean Brackett, we talked about, does a nice job, keeps his eyes downfield, finds Gilliard, as he does so many times, has done so many times this year, uses that speed of his to run away from the defense. And Sean again, nice job. Pearson uses all the field here. And these plays, we go back to them, all these were the first drive or the first play of the drive for them. And Sean, this one a little bit more extended of a drive, extends the play finds Gilliard in the back of the end zone, who's able to hang on to it after catching it for a time or two. And the speedster, Devin Brown, uses that speed to deceive the defensive back, runs a nice corner route, really gets things going for the Pirates offensively.
Well, we'll see if the Pirates can keep that offense going just a little bit more fine-tuned as they trail right now at halftime, 36-34 to Carolina. We'll come back third quarter coming up right here on NESN tonight.
Are you plagued with pain? Feel uncomfortable doing normal everyday things? At Inbalance Chiropractic and Wellness, we strive to keep you in optimal health. Through the use of chiropractic care, massage therapy, and lifestyle therapy, our focus is on improving individual lives to become more active and vibrant. Your health is our #1 concern. We practice to help you reach your goals. Our specialty is keeping your body in balance.
Thirsty is a state of mind, a passion. Thirsty is taking the lead, a will to challenge the world. But first, challenge yourself. Defy your will. Defy your thirst. V1.
Due to time constraints, we now pick up action later in the game.
If your helmet comes off and you're holding the ball, the chances are you didn't unstrap it on the way there. So
True.
Not sure if it was his own guy or what hand or body part helped assist that off, but good play by Coach Payton. Don't take a chance where you just try and throw a quick hitch, and we've seen for Carolina where the ball's been tipped up on a few of those. So take the intrigue out of it. You know you're probably going to get a couple of yards with your offensive line, the push. And a good job by Sean Brackett just getting him out of a dangerous spot.
2nd and 7, 4-yard line. Pirates trail 36-34. Brackett from his own end zone. Pumps once. Now goes underneath. That's got to be interference.
There comes
and
the flag.
finally the flag comes out. Pearson, the attentive receiver, had Hadley on his back. And I called it from up here.
You did. I was wondering if we were going to get one. There was a little bit of a delayed flag. The DB will say he has every right to the ball, but you can't go through
10-yard penalty, automatic first
the
down.
receiver to get there, and Hadley all over his back.
Actually, that Hadley was a pull. I couldn't. It was Hadley. Yeah, it was. So pass interference. 1st and 10. It's only a 10-yard penalty. Football is now spotted at the 14-yard line.
But now the Pirates have breathing room.
Yeah, you do. Brackett had 5 touchdown passes in the first half. His team's down by 2 with 5:27 and the clock moving here in the third quarter.
Had such an offensive explosion in the first half, gone 10 minutes in the third quarter. We haven't seen a point.
This is true. That's arena football sometimes. Man in motion, and Brackett back to throw, steps up. Brackett breaking down, now throws underneath. Brown makes the catch. Ankle tackle at the 20-yard line by Poole. So Brown made the catch.
Good job by Poole. So hanging on to Devin Brown.
Absolutely.
If he escapes that ankle tackle, you get him in the open field. That's a tough one to track down. I don't care how big the field is.
Gain of 7. 2nd and 3 at the 21. Pirates are moving ever so steadily. Not like those one-play drives we saw in the first half.
Yeah, we've seen quite the reverse here. The first drive, the first half, so fast-moving, and good job by Sean taking a timeout here, getting the right position. I think the play clock was winding down.
Yeah, Anthony Payton came on the field, looked like he was yelling out a play that either everyone didn't have or someone didn't hear. And
well, I think they wanted Bones Bugante for a personnel change.
there you go. So each team has had chances.
Yeah, they certainly have, and can't really miss a lot of those opportunities.
So here it is. 2nd down and 2. Ball at the 22-yard line. Pearson in motion. And Brackett wants to throw over Gilliard, incomplete. And it may seem like an innocuous thing. But as Brackett took that snap and was backpedaling, somebody stepped on his foot. He got tangled up. You could see his rhythm wasn't right. He didn't really get his feet set, and he almost fell down.
Especially in a game like this where timing is so big on the routes. You disrupt that timing with something like that where it inhibits your drop. It throws everything away or throws it all out the window, and you got to throw the ball away there.
Brackett escapes. One oncoming rush. Now throws underneath. Complete. And holding the ball out of bounds, giving himself up was Devin Brown. Did he have enough for the first down? I think he did.
He did. Good job, Sean Brackett, escaping. We've got another flag. I think this is going to be holding.
Holding, 72 on the offense. That's a 10-yard penalty.
That would be
Third
Cornelius
down.
Lewis.
I always feel bad for offensive linemen. The only time we
talk
really
about 'em.
talk about them is if they do something wrong or miss. those are my guys.
I was going to say, I talked about Claiborne when he tapped the guy in the head.
You did.
I did, but that's a bad thing.
Incumbent on us to talk more. Sean
I know.
does a good job keeping downfield, but you see Cornelius Lewis, pretty easy call right in front of the referee. But sometimes as a quarterback, you tell your offensive line, hey, I don't want to take a clean one right, and the chops are from behind, so do what you have to do.
3rd and 12, back at the 12. Brackett wants to throw, and he comes to the near corner, complete. Oh, and that could have been a face mask or a
horse collar
tackle as the catch is made by Marty Gilliard. He got whipped around pretty good, but still it goes for a first down to the 21-yard line.
A good throw by Sean Brackett here. Gilliard can be so explosive. Sometimes you can use that deception with their speed, and really does a nice job of forcing the defensive back on his heels as much as he can. Comes through there with a lot of speed and able to get his body under control on a deep comeback.
2 minutes and 24 seconds, and the clock moves. Pearson will be in high motion. Brown's on the near side. Brackett looking down the middle. Now goes for Pearson. He dropped the football at the goal line after Green fell down. Ouch.
Oh, that's when Pearson will unfortunately see that, not just in his sleep tonight, but for years to come. The ball did flutter coming out, and I'm not sure if Sean's arm got hit here, but when they're like that, they're hanging in the air. That thing probably felt like to Pearson that thing was in the air for a good 30 to 35 seconds. And you're not sure if the DB fell, or maybe he did feel it, but
I think they actually got tangled up a little bit, but it was a good non-call because the ball wasn't even there yet.
Oh, but to be in his helmet, knowing what he's thinking during that ball being stuck in the air like that.
Brackett steps up. He wants to run. He's going to get hit and goes down hard. Does get positive yards, and that was Manhertz who made the tackle.
First time we've seen the defensive line for Carolina really get to Sean as he stepped up in the pocket. He's done a nice job of avoiding it and staying away. That time he still gets positive yardage. But the first time they were able to corral him.
Ball goes to the 18-yard line where it's 3rd and 7. Well, you got the number 1 offensive line protecting the quarterback. So there's good things to say about guys like Bell and Claiborne and Lewis.
There you go. Let's keep incorporating those guys more. Say
Why
good
not?
things.
Brackett rolls right, now throws. Oh, what a catch by Marty Gilliard at the 5-yard line. It looked like he was trying to throw it away, and Gilliard just pulled it back in.
I thought it was just kind of the way he nonchalantly flicked it, but Sean is strong enough and does a great job of putting it where only Gilliard can get to it, and also trusts that he's going to jump up against the wall there. Keeps his eyes downfield, again, knows he's about to take a hit. And a great job by Gilliard coming back, only one spot. You have to teach yourself that as a quarterback, that it's okay to put the guys not just in play, but a little bit over the wall and trust they're going to go up and get it.
Well, he was the only guy who could make that catch. You want to say it was a perfect throw that way, it was, but what a play by Gilliard. And the third quarter comes to a close. We have a 36-34 lead for Carolina with 15 minutes remaining. You're watching the Mass Pirates on NESN and listening on 98.9 Nash Icon.
You've dreamed and planned. Now you're ready to buy that home, to earn that degree, to take that trip, to build your business, to enjoy your golden years. And Cornerstone Bank will help you get there. We've built a strong foundation for your success. Let's build your future together. Cornerstone Bank, built on trust.
Are you plagued with pain? Feel uncomfortable doing normal everyday things? At Inbalance Chiropractic and Wellness, we strive to keep you in optimal health. Through the use of chiropractic care, massage therapy, and lifestyle therapy, our focus is on improving individual lives to become more active and vibrant. Your health is our #1 concern. We practice to help you reach your goals. Our specialty is keeping your body in balance.
Arena football is back. The Massachusetts Pirates have kicked off their inaugural season and tickets are on sale now. Come tailgate with the Pirates and enjoy great music, great food, and fun for the entire family. Then watch all the high-scoring, hard-hitting action and meet your favorite players after the game. Home games are played at the DCU Center in Worcester. Single-game tickets start as low as $10. To get game schedules, more info, and your ticket to Summertime Pro Football, log on to masspirates.football.com today.
Welcome back to the DCU Center. Ready for the start of the fourth quarter. After a scoreless third, it's still 36-34, but the Pirates are driving as they're looking at a 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. Mick Moninghoff and J.J. Raderink with you at the DCU Center tonight.
I feel like we entered a different arena if there was a scoreless third quarter after that first half.
Whole different center. Brackett under center. Sends Gilliard in motion. 3-step drop, pump fake to the wide open Pearson, who makes the catch this time for the touchdown.
That's what we're more used to.
There you go.
Brackett uses his eyes to take the defensive backs to the motion here. Pearson just does a good job of kind of sneaking out the back door. Finds himself a nice little window there against the corner of the end zone, and now that's what we were more accustomed to seeing tonight.
Well, that's Pearson's second touchdown catch of the night. So back to 15 is Mortada. Placement down here, kick on the way. This one looks good. No, it's no good.
Wide left.
Wow. No good again. So Ali Mortada has this one teed up. And you know, you can't let it affect you.
No.
Once a play is over, it's over. Like you say, be it a quarterback throwing a pick or a kicker missing a point. And here is the kick from Mortada. This one's on the way. No good as far as the deuce goes. It'll be a touchback, 50-yard.
Mortada, good to see kind of the self-recognition. He knows that he's got a strong enough leg. He can move the ball there, moves it away from the scoreboard, but knows that he likes to kind of pull things with how strong and how quickly he gets his legs in there. So really moved it to the right and still just pulled it just enough to the left.
Well, and it's in Ali Mortada's defense. Delay a game, pushed him back 5 yards for a longer extra point. You got to look at that. Also, you got at the scoreboard, you got to negotiate that. You just can't kick it straight down the middle of the field. 1st and 10, 20-yard line. McCollum has time, now throws down the middle. Guerrero makes the catch, as it is Wooten who makes the stop. But there's a flag at the 25-yard line.
I'm seeing everyone kind of walk back towards the original line of scrimmage here. And then they're going to retreat back to where Guerrero caught the ball.
We have a warning on the receiver for a pick play. Carolina, that's their first warning. The next time will be a penalty.
A warning for a pick play.
You get a warning?
Yes.
Okay.
I did not realize that you got a warning for that. And it wasn't egregious. He didn't actually go pick the MAC linebacker. But he certainly was on track to, and that's what he looked like. He kind of threw his forearm up.
Okay.
Maybe that's why it was just a warning.
First and goal at the 7. Pump fake. McCollum to the back of the end zone. Is that caught? It is. Touchdown. Jordan Jolly able to hang on, and I wasn't quite sure if he had it all the way down when he went to the ground, but he did, so it's a touchdown.
That sounds like he did. McCollum does a good job of being at the ready to throw. We've seen both quarterbacks do that. The one thing that's interesting, I've not seen him take a traditional drop as far as 3 or 5 step. He just kind of hops up here, gives a pump fake, and then starts to move laterally. He's not worried about getting depth in his drop. I've seen it quite a few times tonight where he just kind of gets at the ready there, and then he'll just move from there if it's going to be a deeper route.
Greg Peterson on for the extra point. Here's his kick. And this one is good. So with this extra point, it's now 43-40 in favor of Carolina with 12:23 on the clock. Bones Bagante is deep. Greg Peterson celebrated a birthday last week. Number 1 in deuces in the league, and he is trying for a deuce here. And this one is good. Another deuce for Peterson.
Even more critical, those kicks. Now it just, I don't even want to start to go over the different scenarios that can happen. I think you just kind of get to the point where you say, I want to capitalize as many scoring opportunities as I can.
So now it's 45-40. That's his second deuce tonight, right? So that gives him 22 to lead the league this season. That's a lot. So the Pirates trail by 5 with 12 minutes and 18 seconds to go. It's not insurmountable. Got to take care of the football.
No, but now the drives really become important. Now you've got to score. You really can't depend on a fumbled snap each time.
Pagante comes in motion. Double move. Going down the far side for Brown. Touchdown! Devin Brown, fingertip catch, full gallop, hits the back wall and holds on. And the Pirates are back out front.
The swings of this game. Unbelievable. But let's definitely give credit, starting with that offensive line. We can certainly say a lot of things about Sean Brackett anticipating this throw. What a job all around by the Pirates offense.
Pirates up by 1, 46-45. They're going to line up for a 2-point conversion. Brackett has 3 wides to the near side, and it is Gilliard in motion. Brackett scrambling, now throws down the middle, caught Gilliard for 2. And the Pirates tack it on, that now lead it 48-45. Here we go, JJ.
And here we go. Another good job. Taking a look at the touchdown. Sean steps up here, and just look at the concentration. That is as tough as it is. And then you take one more step and you run into that undefeated wall, as they call it. Devin Brown, for a rookie, he has been fun to watch. He will continue to be fun to watch. But what a play, and we said it, the Pirates needed a score on that drive. We didn't say how long they needed to, and then to come back, get the 2-point conversion.
Watch Brackett extend the play, too.
Yeah. Always keeping it, looking downfield. And Gilliard, we keep giving credit to Sean about keeping his eyes downfield. Got to give credit to the wide receivers continually working that scramble drill. And down there, it's a lot tougher. There's not very much room. But for them to give him some sort of option, and that open of an option, testament to the receivers.
Brackett now with 7 touchdown passes tonight. Nothing like a one-play drive, huh?
Or 3 of them, or
Wow.
as many as they've had. Yeah, we almost have, aside from getting called out of bounds, we would have seen 4 one-play drives from the Pirate offense.
Well, and now that Mortada has kicked, well, they had a 2-point conversion, you have an opportunity here to go for a deuce.
Now you can flip that 5-point deficit.
You sure can. Here he comes.
He's
going for it. And he got it. Ali Mortada with a deuce. I'll tell you. Like I said, you got to put the misses behind you. And he does. Another deuce for Mortada.
This has been
13 on the year.
This has been incredible. This has been fun to watch. This game's been a natural energy drink since everyone in here is excited and up on their feet. And this one split the pipes there perfectly. Mortada. The other thing that we haven't really talked about, the benefit of not only do you get the 2 points, you don't put them at the 20-yard line, you back them up at the 5.
Right.
So there's definitely more benefits than just the points.
1st and 10 at the 5-yard line. 5-point lead for the Pirates. Breathing room.
Can you say that in this game?
I don't know. 10:26 to go, and the quarterback going down. A 1-yard gain. McBride was in on the stop. Wow.
Yeah, that time we touched on McCollum only taking a 1-step drop, not really pushing himself away from the line of scrimmage. That time hurts him as he's not really able to get away there up the field.
McCollum back to throw, tripped up, going down again. And now a late flag comes out.
Can't do that. You cannot at this stage of the game. A game like this, so much on the line, so close. You make a couple of positive defensive plays. You can't give them any more real estate.
Well, let's see what Tony
After the
Marcella.
play, we have a personal foul, number 11 on defense. That's a 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Personal foul.
Well, you don't want to do this too often here, so you've got to keep the emotions under control, keep it in check.
Puts the ball 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. And now a whistle here. You're going to say that Barnett was out of bounds.
Close. We've seen 2 of those tonight, 1 for each team. But I think Lamont Bryant got just enough to get Barnett into the wall. Had he not, there was quite a bit of room to run there. So a good job making sure he got enough of him to lay against that wall.
2nd and 6. Football at the 24-yard line. Quick toss. Guerrero makes the catch. Gets away momentarily from Cheatham Norrells, who comes back and makes the tackle.
Good job by Norrells. All night we've complimented the wide receivers and their blocking capabilities for Carolina. That time, Norrells right at the point of it, and he's able to slip off the block from the lead man there and make a nice tackle.
3rd and 3 at the 23. Pirates have 3 stops today. Oh, we got offside here, and I think it's on the offense.
Going to have a false start here on the tackle.
False start, 72 on the offense.
Okay.
That's a 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
.832. Backs him up. 3rd and 8 at the 22-yard line. McCollum. 2-step drop. Has time. Bounced it incomplete. That would not have been a catch. So 4th and 8 coming up at the 22-yard line. Pirates looking for another stop.
This is a big opportunity for the defense. This is a really big opportunity if they can get the ball back to their offense here.
And a challenge flag coming out. What's the challenge here, JJ?
I'm not sure. Couldn't quite understand the energy in the arena is making it so I can't hear the referees. Can tell us what the challenge is going to be. Are you able to challenge an illegal defense or a jack being out of the box?
That you can challenge, yes. So
I would imagine that's what this is, because McCollum, pretty errant throw to a receiver who had some space, but he was in the line of sight of where the jack would most likely be in the middle. So I would think that's what they're taking a look at.
Here's the call.
After further review, the jack was out of the box prior to the pass or quarterback being out of the pocket. 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
7:58 and the clock moving. Pirates lead by 5. Charles McCollum trying to engineer a drive here for Carolina. Takes a full 3-step drop, now steps up. There's a flag at the play. The pass is incomplete. It's off the fingertips of Barnett. Who's the call against?
Well, Harris has got his arms out. That's usually the guilty party, or at least the guilty side.
Number 15 on the offense. It's a 10-yard penalty.
Oh, 15, so that would be Ricky Dowdy.
The fullback gets
dinged for a big one.
It'll stay first down.
So it'll be first and go back to the, what?
All the way back to the 17-yard line, yeah.
The 17-yard line, McCollum trying to shrug off the tacklers, and he is hit at the 21. And once again, that's McBride on the stop.
McCollum, I think anyone who's been there was probably in his helmet then. You get in open space, and you could tell he was hesitant. He did not know if there was that negative rush, people coming from behind or where it was. He kind of had his head on a swivel, as they say, and was protecting the ball. And a good job by McBride and the defense to run him down.
Football's at the 23-yard line. And now another flag.
Prior to snap, false start, 72 on the offense.
False start on the offense. That's going to push him back again. Well, Billy Black's seen his team going in the wrong direction right now.
Their field position's gone much like this game, just swinging
It
forward and back here.
So now it's spotted back at the 17-yard line again, where it's 2nd and 20. McCollum drops back, steps up in a pocket, has a man deep, overthrew Barnett, incomplete. John Hardy Tuliao was on the coverage.
Good coverage by Tuliao. Really good coverage. He was step for step. That was going to take an absolutely perfect ball, and with McCollum stepping up in the pocket like he had to, tough to kind of gather yourself and get that one in there.
Well, this may be the biggest play of the night. 3rd and 20 at the 17-yard line for Carolina. 6 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock, and it's moving. Pirates leading by 5. Need to come up with a stop here. Now you're talking about winning the game.
Yeah, now you're talking the possession really matters.
McCollum, 2-step drop. Lets it go. One-handed catch. Wow, that's Jordan Jolly. Inside the coverage of Khalid Wooten. And it goes, as he's close to the first down marker. It is a first down.
I think he's got it.
He does.
Really, Carolina here have two receivers awfully close to each other. Certainly probably not how they drew it up, but the high motion got bumped a little bit there, and tough to defend when Jolly makes a catch like that.
It's at the 12-yard line where it's 1st and 10. Carolina's driving again. McCollum, 1-step drop to the 4-yard line, complete by Jolly. 2 tacklers converge on him, slow down the forward progress, and John Hardy Tuliao was in on the coverage along with Cheatham Norrells.
Jordan Jolly showing us some really good hand strength and some real skill these last 2 plays. And certainly Carolina needed that. That 3rd and 20, really, really a tough one for them to convert.
And 1 at the 4. Jolly goes in motion to the near corner. Oh, bounced off of Barnett. Incomplete. He kind of got turned around, and it did hit him, but he was nowhere near catching the football.
No, and even if he had caught it, he didn't really have his feet underneath him. Now, if he had been able to square up, catch that ball, Tuleau was on the ground, and I think he would have walked into the end zone. But just, he was twisting and turning too often there, and I don't think that even if he had caught it, he was really going to be able to gather himself before the Pirates got there.
3rd and 1 at the 4-yard line for McCollum and company. 4:14, trailing by 5. Jolly in motion. McCollum throws, it's batted, and it goes right back to McCollum, who just volleyballs it down.
It's the first time we've seen either team all night try and incorporate the tight end, and a great job by the Pirates defense recognizing it, taking away that little shoot route, as they call it. He runs right up the shoot, does the tight end, and a good job recognizing it. And McCollum, you see that ball go in the air as a quarterback, that's one of the worst things you can see. And a good job of just knocking it down, not getting to the point where he thought he could catch it like Marcus Mariota and run into the end zone.
Right. 4th and 1 at the 4-yard line. Barnett comes in motion. The Pirates look like they're offside. Now, of course, head coach Amir Ishmael says it's against the offense.
I didn't see any movement. It looked like
I didn't either.
The Pirates,
like 2 Pirates jumped off. How about a snap infraction?
that we can't see. That there is that possibility.
We've already had one against the Pirates tonight. All right, Mr. Tony Marcella.
And the ball moves forward there. It's the first down.
Offsides, defense, number 11.
Offside defense. Roosevelt
Half
Jr.
the distance to the goal, first down.
First and goal at the 2. Now, the last time Carolina was down here, they fumbled. 50-45, 3:17, clock moving. 4th quarter, Pirates up by 5. McCollum wants to throw, caught, touchdown. Holding on is Tyrell Goodman, his 2nd touchdown catch of the night, his 9th of the season.
This is a really, really good throw and catch by McCollum to Goodman. You see there's a lot of traffic there. Lamont Bryant moves to the backside from the jack position, gets in the way, and pretty good coverage, but the perfectly placed ball and going up and getting it against the wall there. So big drive for Carolina. They got some help from some penalties, but they did make some plays to Jordan Jolly, getting him out of that 3rd and 20. And
that was the big one.
That was, and now we're going to see them go for 2 as well.
2-point conversion here for Carolina. They lead at 51-50. Which means a field goal would not win the game at this juncture for the Pirates. Would only tie it if they make it.
Boy, the kickers are going to come into play tonight.
They sure are.
Even more so.
Goodman goes in motion on the far side. McCollum looking down the middle, now throws. There's a flag, it's caught. The conversion would be good if they rule the play legal. Jordan Jolly made the catch.
Yeah, they're going to be holding on the defense. They're going to decline that, and it's going to be 53-50 Carolina.
Holding, defense.
Yep, there it
Penalty
is.
be declined. Try
so
is
the
good.
2-point conversion is good. 53-50. More importantly, 2 minutes and 4 seconds on the clock as the Pirates trail. Bones Bagante is deep. Here we go.
Good to see the referees, even the head referee,
keeping it light.
Keeping it light, even in a game of this magnitude.
Hey,
in a situation like this.
This game is exactly what we thought it would be. We said it was going to be close. Big challenge for the Pirates. Oh, they're down 53-50 with 2 minutes to play at home. They've only lost 1 home game all year. They haven't beaten Carolina this season. Here comes Peterson. He's got a lot on this one. Look out. No good.
No good.
Wow.
He is kicking him so high, you almost have to be right underneath it to see if it goes through.
So it's a touchback. 50-0. 1st and 10. Well, that's what I said he'd do, and he did it. So Black is thinking like I am.
Yeah.
I don't have to go to bad. But it's 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line for the Pirates. Now they're only down by 3. My question is, JJ, do you want to do an extended drive and try to win the game and try to knock almost 2 minutes off the clock?
You have an opportunity right now to have the ball last. That's normally what you ask for in arena football. So
is it too early to start thinking that way?
The way this game's gone, probably.
Okay.
And you've got only 30 yards. So I think you just try and score.
Pump fake, Brackett, steps up in the pocket, lets it go. Gilliard got turned around. He couldn't find it. It was overthrown regardless. It's incomplete. But he almost had it.
He did. I think Brackett wanted Devin Brown. There was a little bit of miscommunication. He's so fast coming through on that backside motion. Sean not really sure if he's going to just run the hitch there or if he's going to try and take it. And something like that will dictate how this drive goes too if you can get a free release.
Brackett's got his play. Anthony Payton sends it in. 2nd and 10. 20-yard line. Pirates down by 3 with 1:16 to play. This could be the last play before the 1-minute warning. Brackett, pump fake, drops back, now wants to air it out, does for Gilliard, same play, got turned around, incomplete. So they went to that well twice, and they came up dry.
Okay, now with the minute.
3rd and 10.
You're not worried about really the control of it. Now you've got to get the first down and make sure you just hang possession of this. The last thing you want to do is get out of this drive without having any points.
Exactly.
So now you're not so worried about how you score, when you score. Get the first down, and then you make that decision. Now, if they get 10 to 12 yards and they can keep the clock moving and you can make Carolina burn some timeouts, that's a thought process. But the most important thing right now is to get that first down and maintain possession right here.
Pirates can play them down to the wire.
Well, and it's really impressive to see a young team, a first-year team where these guys are playing together, to come through situations like that.
3rd and 10 at the 20-yard line. Brackett wants to throw underneath. Has his man Brown at the 20. First down. He's still going to the 15-yard line. Brown is upended. They're going to mark him at the 16. It's good enough for a first down. And there is a lineman, that is Mitch Bell, slow to get up, back at the 15.
I will hope that Bell's okay here. This is a situation where the Carolina Cobras drop into a cloud or 2-corner coverage where they drop the backside cornerback and the front side safety. Leaves a nice opening for Devin Brown. You got to have good time there and let the quarterback come through the progression and let that route develop. Sean does a nice job, and so does Devin Brown. Now, he stayed in bounds, which we talked about how this drive would be dictated. Well, if they had scored, then that's just about it. But now, 51 seconds, you can try and burn some timeouts for Carolina and hang on to that ball till the end and try and score. I think the one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to depend on field goal. You want to score a touchdown.
Okay, use that the key phrase, hang on to that ball. McBride comes in on the offensive line. He'll line up on the left. Who's going to be the tight end? The tight end will be Cornelius Lewis, who has a touchdown catch this year. Quick toss, complete to Bagante, draws a crowd. Forward progress across the 15 to about the 13-yard line. 31 seconds left.
Now are they going to say that he was in bounds and the clock should be running?
Yeah, they said wind the clock. The clock is going. 2nd down. And now flags come out.
Well, that's going to be Carolina, the defense arguing. They're going to get an unsportsmanlike because
arguing that the clock should have been running.
Yeah.
So even though the clock should have been running,
you can't tell the refs in too colorful of a way.
Yeah, I hear you. But that's what this game's all about. We're getting emotional. 26 seconds ago, the Cobras with a 3-point lead as the Pirates are driving, getting close to that 10-yard line.
There is no foul on the play. Please set the clock to 21 seconds and start it on my ready for play. 21 seconds.
So no penalty.
No, and, we talked about the emotion. I think that's probably a good call to pick it up, but the clock's going to go to 21 seconds, and they're going to start it on the snap.
Quick toss. Pagante makes the catch. He's hit.
Oh.
And the ball came loose, but the whistle had already blown. His forward progress was stopped, and Bones Pagante's tackled at the 10-yard line.
And he is real fortunate that they blew that whistle. He made it look like he was going to try and flip the ball, which in that situation, you just said it. Hang on to the ball. Don't do anything like that. And we've got some real questions on the clock here.
So timeout taken by the Pirates.
I saw Sean Brackett go to the referee and call the timeout, but I'm not sure at what point he did.
Well, the clock's down to 5.8 now. The Pirates are down by 3. Well, you know what that means.
Okay, so now
it's time for Levon Pearson. Pearson has 2 walk-off touchdown catches this year, both against Columbus in the final seconds to win a game here at home.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see.
Pearson's on the field right now.
I think we're going to see them take. This is really a tough to say if you can get 2 plays off here. Obviously, if there's any sort of pressure and he gets flushed, it'll be the last one.
Brown goes in motion. Brackett wants to throw. There's Pearson, makes the catch, goes out of bounds, shy of the first down at about the 7-yard line. The clock's at 1.7. Well, I think now you're calling Ali Mortada to tie the game. That's
personally,
you want to go to
I'd want the ball in my hands, and I'd want to go for it. I'd want to try and score a touchdown. The worst thing to do would be to walk off the field and put it in someone else's hands or foot, so to speak, for Ali Mortada. I think this is where you go, and hopefully you've saved a play. You always try and save your best play for under the, inside the 10, inside the 5, something in there.
Timeout. It's like 4th and 1 at the 7-yard line.
Well,
Pirates are down by 3.
This has not been disappointing down to the last play.
Well, you know what? If you're going to be in first place and have home field advantage, you got to win a game like this. So this is what it's all about. Pirates are down by 3, 1.7 to go. I see Brown and Brackett.
And now, now it's just your best play. And hopefully you've got something in here. Now, I will tell you this.
Maybe they run that play that works once all the time.
You're unfortunately a little far out for that one.
You have a play that you love to diagram.
I have one play that, I talk about the best ones inside the 5.
Okay. You're at the 7.
You may be able to run it. We'll see if they do. You're on the hash where you'd want to run it because they're on the pro hash. They're not all the way over.
Brown's on the left. Pearson slot right. Gilliard on the near side. Brown comes in motion. Back to throw. Wide open, caught, touchdown. The game is over. Devin Brown.
A walk-off touchdown.
Sean Brackett pulls it out. Throws the touchdown pass to Brown, his 3rd touchdown catch of the night. Brackett with his 8th touchdown pass of the game. The Pirates have won it 56-53. Unbelievable.
Fantastic. Really not that complicated. They just bring Devin Brown over, give him a corner out with 2 slants underneath, and a little miscommunication in the defensive backfield. The backside corner thought that the front side corner was going to drop back and help him. He doesn't, and Sean places it perfectly. And the speedster, Devin Brown. What a game. What a game, and how exciting.
Brown holds on, and the Pirates hold on to first place in the National Arena League as they run their record to 10-4. Yeah, maybe the championship does run through Worcester. Once again, your final tonight, 56-53. We'll come back and put a cap on it. Thanks for joining us on Nash Icon 98.9, and we'll be back on NESN in just a moment.
Massachusetts Pirates football is brought to you by these fine sponsors.
Hey, Pirates fans.
You want to watch the most electrifying,
The baddest football in town. Get your tickets at masspiratefootball.com or at the DCU Center box office.
Arr!
Thirsty is a state of mind, a passion. Thirsty is taking the lead, a will to challenge the world. But first, challenge yourself. Defy your will. Defy your thirst. V1.
It's getting close to playoff time. We're gonna need all hands on deck. Shipmates, we need your support to come see me, Marty Gilliard, and the rest of my pirate family chase this ring, baby, and bring another title back to Title Town.
Welcome back to the DCU Center, a time to celebrate as the Pirates defeat Carolina by the score of 56-53. Well, J.J. Raderink, we talked about this game going to be exciting. It definitely outperformed the hype tonight.
This game lived up to the billing and even more. It was back and forth for the first half. We saw 70 points combined, a scoreless third quarter, and then the offensive fireworks resumed here in the fourth quarter. And this is exactly the type of game we talked about, the Pirates being 4-4 in games where it was decided by one possession. This is the type of game, especially at home, a team you haven't beat all year, that you've got to find a way to win, and they did.
All right, take me through the final 5 seconds. Sean Brackett going to Devin Brown for the game winner.
Yeah, and first of all, they had to decide that they want to take 2 shots to the end zone. They just moved it a little bit closer through the hitch outside, and then really not that complicated of a play. They ran a trips formation, put the speedster Devin Brown on a little corner, 2 slants underneath, easy read for Sean Brackett, little miscommunication for the Carolina defense, but a nice touchdown and something definitely needed for Massachusetts.
Once again, our final score tonight here at the DCU Center, the Pirates pull it out in the final 5 seconds, a walk-off. 56-53 over Carolina, their 10th win of the year. They are in first place in the National Arena League. Now for J.J. Raderink, I'm Mick Bonningoff. Thanks for joining us this time around on NESN. So long, everybody.
Are you plagued with pain? Feel uncomfortable doing normal everyday things? At Inbalance Chiropractic and Wellness, we strive to keep you in optimal health. Through the use of chiropractic care, massage therapy, and lifestyle therapy, our focus is on improving individual lives to become more active and vibrant. Your health is our #1 concern. We practice to help you reach your goals. Our specialty is keeping your body in balance.
You've dreamed and planned. Now you're ready to buy that home, to earn that degree, to take that trip, to build your business, to enjoy your golden years. And Cornerstone Bank will help you get there. We've built a strong foundation for your success. Let's build your future together. Cornerstone Bank, built on trust.
Arena football is back. The Massachusetts Pirates have kicked off their inaugural season and tickets are on sale now. Come tailgate with the Pirates and enjoy great music, great food, and fun for the entire family. Then watch all the high-scoring, hard-hitting action and meet your favorite players after the game. Home games are played at the DCU Center in Worcester. Single-game tickets start as low as $10. To get game schedules, more info, and your ticket to Summertime Pro Football, log on to masspiratesfootball.com today.